Hi, my name is Simone and I'm the Zen Mommy. Thank you for joining me today. On the way here in the car, I was thinking about this journey of me deciding to really embrace and being, the all that is, the all that we are, creator gods. And I was driving, I was thinking about, early on my journey, before I was aware that I was a creator God, I was thinking about how there were signs. There were a lot of signs that were leading to this for me. And, if you're new in a journey, you may have noticed these signs as well. One of the first signs that showed me that, we were really creating our reality and we were really in control was law of attraction. How, you could use your will and your vibration and your frequency to create the reality and to manifest things you want. Now, learning that law of attraction was mostly about you matching the frequency, your subconscious vibration at the same time to manifest your reality. That began to show me that, it showed me that this seems like a God power, like only a God would naturally create his reality, or a God would naturally create their reality, just subconsciously on autopilot, right? And so that was a little bit of a sign, the whole law of attraction thing. The other thing is, when I came into this journey, people would often say, when like meditating and stuff, they'll say, put a white light around you. This light is a light of protection. And I was like, what do you mean put a white light around you? And so what they were saying is you need to imagine a white force field, and this white force field somehow protects you. And I'm thinking, how is that possible? It's new onto the journey. How can I imagine a white light, and how is it protecting me from anything, right? And so I started to learn about the different dimensions, especially when I took plant medicine. I saw how the things that you create in your imagination, they actually exist. You just don't see them in your physical experience, but you're creating them in a non-physical experience. So the light that you put around you is essentially protecting you from, let's just say you're doing some spiritual work, dealing with some fourth dimensional beings. Maybe you're calling in, some kind of 4D being to help you, an angel, a deity, whatever it is. It really doesn't matter. They're pretty much all the same. We're all, souls living an experience is what I mean. And so what happens is they say this white light will protect you from negative entities, like maybe like a demonic entity. And so what happens is you put this white light, this is your imagination, which is your imagination true, it exists. And what it does is it'll repel the demons or whatever thing you're trying to block, but it will also invite them. And when I say invite them, is putting the white light up, the resistance up. You're basically saying, these entities are real, these entities are true, and I need to protect them because they could potentially harm me. And so, right, all that whole little scenario right there is a God thing, okay? You create a light, you create protection, you think you need protection, you create protection, then you also create the manifesting an entity that could bother you. So I realized from those signs, okay, you know what, I'm creating my reality. The other thing that got to me is when I started hearing more about magic and candle magic and voodoo, and I started looking at, I had bought this book on different herbs with magical properties, and I started to see that what really was going into these magic spells is some of nature, some of maybe plants, essential oils, intentions, a lot of intentions, rituals, candlelight, elements, and all of these things put together. These are all elements of source. We're all one with source, right? So you put all of these together and then you solidify it with your very powerful intentions, okay? You're a creator God and you really believe in your intentions and you really believe in the things you're using, your magic is going to work. And if you give your magic to others or sell it to others, they believe it, it's going to work because they believe it. it's gonna work because not only you and your intentions got into that, but now their intentions, if they believe. That's why a lot of times when people go for a spiritual healing, a Reiki healing, they'll really feel like they've gotten a healing because a lot of times they really believe it. And if you pay money, that pay money basically also just solidifies that you're telling yourself, I believe in this so much that I'm willing to part with my energy, something I worked hard for. And as a creator, you're putting it into your experience to make that happen. The other thing that I saw, that another little sign that made me realize that I was a god. Oh yeah, when I got into like crystals, healing, essential oils, and how every crystal, they have these healing properties. Some are good for grounding, and some herbs, they have different healing properties too. And one thing I learned is when it comes to the crystals and stuff, or anything that you look at an item that you say, this is an item that's a very healing item, it has to do with your belief system first of all, because you're a god. And when we came into this reality, everything that was here, the crystals and stuff, they didn't have labels on them, okay? That's what we did. We started coming here, we started saying, this crystal helps with healing, this crystal helps with heartbreak, this crystal helps with grounding. And so basically what we did is we attached words, and words are very powerful. They're like a spell. We attached words to it, and a belief system formed with the crystal. So people say rose quartz is a crystal to heal your heart. It's a love crystal. And so a lot of people may use it if they're going through a heartbreak and they feel it comforts them, because everyone believes it now. Someone said it did that, and now everyone. And so when you buy the crystal and use it with that intent, your belief alone is creating the experience. And so therefore you can take really any crystal or any herb and making these type of I guess like little healing concoctions or whatever, and you can assign to it with your intentions. That's another thing that helped show me that you are God, is just setting intentions, period. You intend, like I say, I have this crystal, and I got a rose quartz and it's for my heart, and I say I'm gonna use this quartz to heal my reproductive system. I want it to get in optimal health so I can have more children, and I'm going to use this crystal for that, and I set intentions for that, and I use the crystal and I sleep with it, or I put it on my abdomen, and it'll heal just because of my intentions. And then when I went into sound healing, that's another aspect right there. One thing, that the most powerful part that I learned about sound healing is these bowls, they're really amazing. They have a powerful frequency. You can feel the vibration. You know that it's doing something to you. But on top of that, it's the intentions the healer set when they connect to the bowl. See, the bowl is a spiritual entity. These crystals, they hold information, they hold frequency, they hold a lot of love and healing properties. And when they begin to work with a creator as yourself, you call out, okay, I'm setting intentions. Every time I do a sound bath or a healing session, I'll use the intentions that the person coming to me for who needs healing, or I use, intentions for whatever I'm working through. Sometimes I use do rituals. Sometimes I do it to manifest prosperity, to manifest money, to manifest myself out of a situation. Intentions are very, very powerful. So on this whole journey, your intentions here is pretty much your God power. When you say, this means this to me, I'm setting my intentions to create this. I'm setting my intentions to manifest this. I'm setting my intentions to manifest a YouTube channel, a community where creator gods can meet and express their true selves. You know what I'm saying? I'm using my God power, just doing that. And so I was just thinking about the little signs. Like a lot of people, it's hard for them to like put their head around it because of the way the world has used the word God. But if you look at it, a lot of this journey has to do with your will. Everything that's happening in your reality, it has to do with what you believe in your belief system. And so your belief system is another thing. Same thing like with intentions. Once you truly believe something, it becomes real for you, okay? I started off here, I was a servant to Jesus Christ, okay? That was my belief system. And as a creator God, I created a belief, silly. As a creator God, I created a belief system. And I believed it, and I prayed to Jesus. I got my prayers answered. I met, people around the time of my life where I was all alone and I was an orphan. I met the church, and I created a whole reality. But when it was time for me to spiritually grow, the God in me was ready to take me to my next level of my journey, And I had to realize that this power I gave away to these entities to worship, that it was always in me. The reason why Jesus Christ answered me was because I believed that he exists. I believed he was a God. I took my God power, my God belief system, and I said, this creation, this creator, this entity, deity, he'll do these things for me. And then when you're with a church group of people and all of y'all believe that, then you guys are co-creating and manifesting their experience, okay? So even like all the religions and all the churches, they're gods. They don't know they're gods, but they're simply gods having a certain experience. They came here to play a game, okay? Maybe they wanted to be a Christian. Maybe they wanted to do the whole, I want to go to heaven or hell, which all exists in the fourth dimension, which is all a part of an experience. Think of it like a game, a board game, a video game. We're having an experience. In the end, we go back and we have more experiences, and we infinitely have abundant joy. And so anyways, I wanted to share that journey. Sorry, my son is being silly right now. I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about the little things. Hey, do you want to share how you know you're God? Huh? Okay, come on. Okay.
I'm Stormy, and we're gonna get to 5D. And we like to, because there's a lot of good stuff today.
Yeah. Okay.
And we have Magic Day.
We have magic, our God powers. It will seem like magic, but it's really, our powers and our connection to all that is. So you know you're a God?
Yeah.
How do you know you're a God?
Because I came to this world.
You came to this world?
Yeah.
Do you like being a human, or do you like this physical experience?
Yeah.
Playing a little human boy for now?
Yeah.
It's fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I always make sure my son knows he's a God, and it's to the point where when I get in my moment where I doubt something, he'll say, "Mommy, you're a God." He always don't you tell me that?
Yeah.
You say, "You're a God, Mommy, you can create that." And so it's really helpful to have my family on this journey with me, and the little kids, if you teach them really young, to walk in this God path, they will be creating their own reality. You'll never have to worry about them. They'll manifest whatever they need. And even now, if you notice, when your kids want something, they somehow manifest a way to always get it. My son loves dinosaurs, and no matter what, he'll manifest people walking up to him, giving him dinosaur balloons. There's a dinosaur everywhere we go. Dinosaur movies are everywhere. So I really see his little manifestation powers. He gets whatever he wants. And I don't know how he does it, but kids, they know who they are. It's us that program him not to believe it. So right now I want to help condition him to really embrace being the creator God that he is. Thank you for watching. Please sign up for my email list.
And my name is Stormy.
So we can stay in contact, and this is Stormy, my son. I'm really glad he got to join me today. Thank you. Have a good day.